Everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we are going to be practicing a quicker pace vinyasa class. Not too much of an introduction today. I'm going to let the practice speak for itself. No specific props should be needed, but that said, grab anything that makes you feel comfortable. And with that, we'll begin. We'll begin by lying on our bellies. So you can lie on your bellies, elbows open up wide, stack your hands on top of one another, forehead to the hands, and then open up your feet as wide as the mat, if not even a little bit wider. We want the low back to feel comfortable here, and you can rest the forehead into the hands. And just begin to wiggle the hips from side to side. You can close the eyes, taking the time that you need to shift your focus within. Beginning to slowly deepen the breath. Full, even breaths in and out the nose. We'll work into the shoulders a little bit. Bring your palms back underneath the shoulders towards your low ribs. And then open the left arm wide, left palm faces down. Bend your right leg and then roll to the left, bringing any portion of this right foot down to the floor. Finding sensation in that left shoulder. Staying with that even rhythm of breath in and out the nose. Allowing your inhales to travel upwards along the length of the spine. And allowing your exhales to create this sense of heaviness, this sense of surrender. Gently lower all the way onto the belly with control. And then open your right arm wide, right palm faces down. Bend your left leg and then roll to the right, bringing any portion of this left foot down to the floor. Allow your right ear, your right cheek to relax. Full, even breath in and out the nose. Creating space within the physical body with every breath cycle that you take. And slowly release, lowering all the way onto the belly. And then rising up to Sphinx pose. Bringing your elbows right underneath the shoulders. Your forearms extend into the number 11. Press into the forearms so that you can lift through the chest, creating a little bit of a curve in the low back. Keep the neck neutral for now. And then keep pressing through the forearms. We'll come into a little bit of a neck release from here. As you inhale, shift your gaze up. We'll do this first round really slow. So you're stretching a little bit through the throat, lifting the chin high. And then slowly begin to bring the chin downwards towards your chest. Slowly quarter circle that right ear, that right cheek towards the right shoulder. Notice any collapsing into the shoulders. And slowly bring the chin towards your chest. Left ear, left cheek towards the left shoulder. Finding sensation in the right side of the neck. slowly release, chin to chest. A little quicker breath to movement. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, chin to chest. Right ear to the right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale to the left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale through neutral. And slowly chest to the earth, palms right by the low ribs, tops of the feet heavy down to the ground, elbows hug inwards towards the side bodies. Engage your glutes, engage the legs. 3 rounds of rolling cobra, your pace. Inhale, lift the chest, Bhujangasana, baby cobra. Exhale, heart to the earth. Twice more, just like that. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, heart to the earth. Once more, just like that. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, heart to the earth. And now open your fingertips a little bit wider. Elbows point straight up towards the ceiling. So your fingertips are wider than the mat. As you inhale, lift the chest high. And exhale, lower the right ear, the right cheek towards the ground. Gaze over the left shoulder. You should feel some sensation of opening in the front of the shoulder. Inhale through center. Exhale, lower the left ear, the left cheek down towards the ground. Gaze over the right shoulder. Elbow tips are pointed high. A little bit quicker. Inhale through center. Exhale, right ear to the, or rather lower the right ear down. Inhale through center. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale through center. Exhale, heart to the earth. Palms underneath the shoulders. Curl all 10 toes behind you. Engage the legs so much the kneecaps lift off of the ground. On an exhale, rise up through plank, child's pose, or tabletop. Exhale to your first downward facing dog. First downward dog, feel free to pedal through the heels. You could sway the hips a little bit from side to side. There's no right or wrong. Just give yourself permission to move in any way that it feels good to you. Eventually, we'll find some stillness. Press the palms down and forward, shoulders upwards by the ears. Hug the navel up and in. Big inhale all together through the nose. Exhale, big sigh, let it out the mouth. Slowly walk your feet forward to a Ragdoll Pose. Feet forward towards the top of the mat. And then bend the legs a lot. So much so that the upper body hangs really heavy. You can grab for opposite elbows. You could interlace the fingers to the nape of the neck. Feel free to sway. You can wiggle. But do keep it soft. Keep it really gentle. Allowing gravity to do most of the work for you here. Keep that soft, gentle bend in the legs, and then slowly, vertebra by vertebra, rise all the way up to a standing position. Once you're at the top of the range of motion, you can glide the shoulders back and down the spine, get broad through the heart space. Preparing to move through our sun salutations. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, big sigh, let it out the mouth. Inhale, reach the arms out and up, palms to touch. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest, halfway lift. Hands to the floor, step your feet back to a plank. We're pausing on this first plank here. Spread your 10 fingers wide. Know you can always keep the knees down on the ground. We create a dome in the upper back, spreading your 10 fingers wide. Hug the navel up and in. Big inhale here. Exhale, lower your knees, your chest, your forehead down to the earth. Inhale, ripple forward, Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, glide the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Just a few rounds of breath. Let every breath be an invitation to invite ease into effort. Next inhalation, walk, step, or hop. Your feet forward all the way between the hands. Lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, chest to thighs, fold forward. Inhale, root to rise. Reach the arms all the way overhead. Exhale, hands through to the center of the heart. We'll do that twice more. Your breath guides. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest, halfway lift. Hands to the floor, step your feet back to a plank. Inhale here, prepare. Exhale, lower down, your option. Inhale, lift the heart, Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, glide the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Allow your breath to flow freely within the shape. The breath guides. Inhale, walk, step, or hop. Your feet forward all the way between the hands. Lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, chest to thighs, fold forward. Inhale, reach the arms all the way overhead. Stand tall. Exhale, hands through to the center of the heart. Last round. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold. Inhale, lift the chest, halfway lift. Hands to the floor, step your feet back to a plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower down, your option. Inhale, lift the heart, Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, glide the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Allow the breath to travel up and down the spine. Letting the breath speak louder than anything else. Next inhalation, walk, step, or hop. Your feet all the way between the hands. Lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, chest to thighs, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Reach the arms all the way overhead. Exhale, hands through to the center of the heart. To down dog. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest, halfway lift. Hands to the floor, step the feet back to a plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower down, your option. Inhale, lift the heart, Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, glide the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Next inhalation, reach your right leg high, three-legged dog. Feel free to open up the hips. You can stack the right hip on top of the left. You could circle the ankle, circle the knee, move in any way that it would feel good to move. And eventually you square your hips. Wrap your outer right thigh downwards towards the ground. Hug the navel up and in. Take in a big inhale into the side bodies. Exhale, step the right foot to the inside of the right thumb, low lunge. Anchor your right hip crease back, left hip crease steers forward, and then come all the way up onto your fingertips. Sinking into the hips, lengthening the center of the heart forward. Take in a big inhale. And as you exhale, straighten your right leg any amount. And we'll pause right here, feeling length in the spine initially. Keep anchoring your right hip back in space, left hip crease steers forward. we're going to move one breath, one movement. Inhale to low lunge. Exhale, straighten the right leg any amount, round the back body. Twice more, just like that. Inhale to a low lunge. Exhale, round. Last time, full inhale. And a full exhale. Right knee right above the right ankle. And slowly lift the torso, rise all the way up to a high crescent lunge. You can bend your left leg any amount so you feel that scissoring between the inner thighs. And then reach the arms high, high crescent lunge. Energizing all the way through to the tips of the fingers, high up onto the ball of the left foot. Feeling strong in your foundation and steady with the gaze. Big inhale into the upper body. Exhale, vertical twist. Sweep your right fingertips back, left fingertips forward. With every inhale you take, get broad through to the heart space. And as you exhale, see if you can twist from above the belly button. Breath by breath, layer by layer. Next inhalation, Exhalted Warrior. So you'll bring your right hand towards your left thigh, left bicep by the left ear. Hug the navel up and in, and you might even begin to broaden through the heart space, leaning slightly back. One more big inhale. Exhale, slowly cartwheel the arms all the way down to the earth. Inhale, step the right foot back to a plank. Exhale begins your path back to downward facing dog. Always choosing to move through a vinyasa or not. Honor what you need within this moment. Next inhalation, lift your left leg high, three-legged dog. Feel free to, as before, open up the hips. You can stack the left hip above the right. You could circle through the left ankle, through the left knee. Move in any way that would create space. And eventually square the hips, wrap your outer left thigh downwards towards the ground. Press the palms actively away from you, or rather into the floor. Big inhale. Exhale, slowly step the left foot to the inside of the left thumb. Low lunge. Anchor your left hip crease back, left hip crease steers forward. And then rise up onto tented fingertips. Keep your right leg strong and active. Inhale, sink the hips slightly, lift the gaze. Exhale, navel towards the spine, straighten the left leg any amount. For now, you can find spinal extension, finding length from the tailbone to the center of the heart. When we flow a little bit quicker, we'll add that rounded spine. Three cycles of breath, breath to movement. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, hamstring stretch, round the back body. Twice more, just like that. Inhale. And exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, left knee right above the left ankle. Find that scissoring of the inner thighs. Bending the right leg any amount so that you can lift the torso. Rise all the way up to a high crescent lunge. We're grounding through all four corners of the left foot, high up onto the ball of the right foot. Engage your right glute as you reach the arms high. Big inhale into the upper body. Exhale, vertical twist, sweeping your left fingertips back, right fingertips forward. Broad through the heart space. Every inhale invites length all the way up through to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, see if you can feel that twist deepening slightly. Next inhalation, Exhalted Warrior. Left hand can come down to the right leg, right bicep by the right ear. Hug the navel up and in. Lift through the heart. Keep bending that left knee right above the left ankle. Big inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the arms all the way down to the floor. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower down, your option. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale to downward facing dog. All right, guys, we're going to flow through that sequence, breath to movement. We're going to add knee to nose, knee to opposite elbow, knee to armpit, and we're going to eliminate the low lunge and hamstring stretch. Follow my lead. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to the left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, vertical twist, right hand back. Inhale, exalted warrior, left arm high. Exhale, cartwheel the arms all the way down to the ground. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower down, your option. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale to downward facing dog. A few rounds of breath, let everything settle. Next inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose, round the back body. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to the left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to the right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, vertical twist. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower down, your option. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale to downward facing dog. All right, guys, we are going to move through that flow one more time. We're going to add one shape. Follow my lead, but allow your breath to guide. Back to downward dog, only when you're ready. Inhale, reach the right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to the right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to the left. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, vertical twist, right hand back. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to half pigeon pose. That's our extra shape. Not too tricky. Inhale, lift through the center of the heart. And as you exhale, extend forward. See if you can use the breath to slow everything down. Just a few moments to let the breath speak louder than anything else. Slowly rise all the way back up onto the palms. Curl your left toes behind you. Engage the left leg from the strength of the low belly. Lift your right leg high up and back, three-legged dog. And then we'll turn on our left foot, bringing our right toes down to the ground, and then sink the hips low. Extend your right arm out in front of you. So we're sitting on the ground, your right leg is bent. Extend your right leg long, or rather, your right arm long. We're going to come into a wild thing flow. So as you inhale, begin to press into the right foot, lift the hips high, arc the right arm overhead. And as you exhale, sink the hips, fingertips come towards the back of the mat. Twice more, just like that. Inhale, hips high. Exhale, lower it down. Once more. Inhale, hips high. Exhale, lower. And now bend your left leg. So now both feet are down towards the mat. Your left palm is your foundation. And begin to press into the left palm. Begin to extend the kneecaps forward. You might even be able to tap them on the ground. And slowly rock back, grounding through the soles of the feet. Hips sink low. Do that twice more. Slowly extend the knees forward. And sink the hips down to the earth. Good. Once more, just like that. Extend your left leg long once again. This is a little bit tricky on the left arm, but I trust we can make it happen. We're going to land on our bellies. So you can rotate your left hip down to the ground, elbows hug the side bodies, feet down to the floor. Curl your toes behind you. On an exhale, you can rise up through plank, child's pose, or tabletop. And back to downward facing dog. One more side to go. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, big sigh, let it out the mouth. Inhale, left leg rises, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to the left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to the right elbow, cross the body. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, rise up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, vertical twist. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, half pigeon pose. Bring your left knee towards your outer left wrist crease, wiggling that left shin forward any amount. Taking a big inhale, find length. And as you exhale, extend forward, melting your chest down towards the ground. Use every breath cycle as a tool to move within. And then slowly, with an inhale, rise all the way up, back up onto the palms. Curl your right toes behind you. From the strength of the low belly, lift your left leg high up and back, three-legged dog. And then we'll rotate on our right foot. Bring your left toes down as you sink the hips low. We'll come into that wild thing flow. Extend your left arm forward. With an inhale, lift the hips high. And as you exhale, sink the hips down to the earth. Twice more, just like that. Inhale, hips high. Exhale, lower it down. One last time, your breath guides. Gently bend your right leg, sole of the right foot down to the ground. Extend your left arm forward. And then slowly begin to press into the right palm. Shift your body weight forward towards the balls of the feet. Tap the knees. And then ground through the soles of the feet. Sink the hips. Twice more, just like that. When ready, extend that right leg long. Carefully, you can rotate your right hip down towards the ground. Left hip follows. Elbows hug the ribs. Curl your toes behind you. Engage the legs so much the kneecaps lift off of the ground. From the strength of the low belly, rise up through plank, child's pose, or tabletop. And back to downward facing dog. One big clearing breath. Big breath in. And a full breath out. Gently sink the knees down towards the ground, child's pose. Any variation that you choose. Let the forehead rest heavy to the earth. Allow the breath to move within the upper body. And we'll slowly lift the torso, rise all the way up to a kneeling position. All right, my loves. So we are going to use the next few minutes in any way that serves us within the parameter of Camel Pose. So some progressions that I will show you first. You can choose to lift up onto the knees. Curl your toes behind you. Bring your hands to the low back. Elbows hug inwards towards one another so that you can broaden through the heart space. Engage your glutes. Begin to extend the hips forward. Gaze towards the bridge of the nose. You can choose to stay right here. That's progression 1. You could also bring your hands towards the heels. And an option even still, today we've been playing with some asymmetrical heart opening. We can do that in a Camel Pose flow. So if you would like to join me, this is for those of you who can easily reach the heels. So we will begin to either curl your toes behind you, or you can keep them untucked. Untucked is for more openness in the upper chest if you have that readily available. I'll show you what it looks like first, and then you can choose your own flow. So I begin by bringing my hand towards one heel and choosing the left, extending the right arm forward. With an inhale, I lift my hips, arc the right arm overhead, and then as you exhale, I sink the hips, right arm extends forward. Now right hand towards the heel, left arm forward. Begin to inhale, lift the hips high. Exhale it down. So we flow from side to side, just like that. All right, my loves. So we will use the next minute or so to move through either a few rounds of Camel Pose, Ustrasana. Hands can come to the low back, hands can come towards the heels, or you can move through that dancing Camel Pose. Honor what feels best for you. Let your breath guide. No path is better than the other. Take the next few rounds of breath to explore whatever needs to be explored. And only when ready, you can extend your legs long out in front of you. We'll make our way to Paschimottanasana, a forward fold. Ground through the sit bones. Inhale, reach the arms high. And as you exhale, extend forward. So keep the spine as long as you can, for as long as you can. And only when you're ready, you extend forward any amount, bending the legs as much as you need to. Let the head be heavy. A few rounds of breath just to breathe deeply into the back body. Feel the back body expand and contract. Let your sit bones ground. And then vertebra by vertebra, allowing the head to be heavy. Lift the torso, rise all the way up. We make our way onto our backs. Supta Baddha Konasana, Reclined Butterfly Pose. Bringing the soles of the feet to touch, knees out wide. Bring your left hand to the heart, right hand to the low belly. Close the eyes. And see if you can feel the belly rise and fall. We'll move through just a few rounds of equilateral breathing together. We'll be using the count of 4. You can choose to lengthen that breath count. You can shorten it once we do the first few rounds together. Honor what you need. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, big sigh, let it out the mouth. Seal the lips. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale out the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep carrying on your own. Just a few more moments. And then very slowly, you can relax your arms towards the legs. Help your knees in towards one another. And then gently guide the knees inwards towards your chest, giving yourself a gentle squeeze once again. You can sway from side to side. No need to keep the eyes closed. There's not much to see, but hopefully there is a lot to feel. And then opening the arms wide, arms out to a T. We'll close with the spinal twist, twisted root. Cross the right thigh over the left. You can stay right there, or you can bring the top of the right foot underneath the left calf. Shift your hips 1 or 2 inches to the right. And lower the knees to the left, either towards the ground or towards a prop. You can keep the neck neutral, or you could choose to look over either shoulder. Next inhale, slowly guide the knees back in towards the midline. You can release the bind of the legs. And now cross your left thigh over the right. The double bind is there for you if you want it. Shift your hips 1 or 2 inches to the left. And lower the knees to the right. Spinal twist once again. You can look over either shoulder. Just allow your left shoulder to feel a little bit heavier with every exhale that you take. Slowly guide the knees back inwards towards the midline. Release the bind of the legs, soles of the feet down to the ground. And then take a moment just to lift the hips up and down just a few times. Before hugging the knees inwards towards the chest once again, you can sway from side to side. And then open the knees a little bit wider, knees towards the shoulders. You can choose to stay exactly as you are right here, or extend the ankles above the knees. Receive your feet from the inner or the outer edges. And once again, sway from side to side. Happy baby pose. Hugging the knees inwards towards the chest one last time before making your way to the most important shape, final Shavasana. Extending your right foot to the right corner of the mat, left foot to the left corner of the mat, relaxing your arms by the sides, palms face up. I'm not in the most quiet of all environments, so I will leave you here. My wish for you is that you can stay in Shavasana as long as your day allows. And to that, I bow to you. Thank you for practicing. I hope to see you soon.